Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Aluminum Tarot. Thanks so much, as always, for joining. Do apologize for the garb a little bit, but I threw on the first jacket that I had, and it does kind of look like I'm wearing a bit of a flame retardant suit. But fair enough. I'll take the comments as they come. Anyways, we're going to be reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this period until a month later in December, so a month's time. And we're going to look into the energies, see what's taken place for Capricorn, and then after that, peer into some of the deeper messages within that. So, as always, 3 rules. If you like what you see here, please be sure to give it a like, share, subscribe, ding the notification bell so you don't miss any updates from future postings. Additionally, if you would like to leave a comment below, that actually helps boost engagement for the channel. Also, if you'd like to do the second rule, which is supporting monetarily, so this is kind of like the free way to do it, and this is the kind of the paid way to do it. Feel free to just throw a few quid in the, I guess, in the PayPal in the description box below. So, it could be pound, sterling, renminbi, euro, whatever. I don't know. But so a little bit goes a long way. Finally, please be sure to support the tarot community by making sure that you are blocking and reporting a lot of the people who are scamming others out of their hard-earned money and out of their business, because many people treat their their tarot channels as kind of a business. I'm treating it now as a hobby so I can focus on other things, and plus I just kind of want to do this for the passion of it for now. And so that way we can kind of keep the things going, preserve the integrity of the entire community itself. So that said, we're going to move into Capricorn. We're going to go straight into this. I've already shuffled the cards so that way I have more time to rant, banter, and make absolute zero fucking sense to many people across the internet. So first off, we have the 5 of Swords here in the reverse. That is your current energy at the moment. And what this tells me is that you are finally leaving to rest the rat race. You are letting go of a lot of the chaos, the backstabbers, the liars, the cheaters, the people willing to do whatever they want to do to accomplish something, even if it means stepping on people's toes and in some cases stepping on their necks. The 5 of Swords is also about fierce competition and doing whatever you can to achieve something, even if that may be through unscrupulous means. So what this is kind of telling me is that you're stepping away from all of that, and you're kind of, your challenge is the 8 of Swords in the reverse. 8 of Wands in the reverse, sorry. Why am I getting the cards wrong? With the 8 of Wands in the reverse, normally that's fast action, movement, and determination of will and of the intellect and of the actions that you take within a specific setting. In your case, what you're doing is you are now needing to learn how to put the brakes on everything, slow life down, and finally just be able to internalize the here and now moment. Or maybe even to do some self-reflection or to go into a period of reflection. We are currently in a Mercury retrograde, so I think it's Mercury in Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. So we are coming into a period where we're going through a deep retrospective look onto what we have been trying to achieve and accomplish in our lives, what's taken place, and so on like that. So with that said, we look at the past and we look at what we had here, which is the 6 of Wands. And you can see they're being celebrated here in this card. And they tell us a lot about the ability to be recognized for your efforts. And having a period where you can celebrate a milestone of success after a 5 of Wands moment, which is a series of fierce competition. And additionally, clarifying the 6 of Wands, you have the 9 of Pentacles, indicated here. So there's a lot in your life that was about success, material abundance, being financially independent, and so on. And that's a very good card. That's a very good set of cards for you to pull from this deck. Now, moving into the near future, you have the Temperance card, which is indicated as the spirit gauge here. aptly named, because what they're trying to do is gauge where you are specifically in the spirit realm. So with temperance, you have an alchemic process, which with the Archangel Gabriel has the delta symbol. It's the triangle on their chest, and that is the symbol of change. And in order to make these changes to your life, you have to experiment. You have to find balance between two opposing forces. It's what I like to refer to as the dialectics card. So in order for there to be a dialectic in the Hegelian sense, you have to take two opposing things and create that to synthesize something new. And that's a very important force, because that is the force of the physical realm, especially with the alchemization of atoms into new substances, into new things. That is precisely why I looked at it as the alchemic cards specifically. And clarifying this, we have, what do we have for this? Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And what this tells us about getting over a very difficult and albeit painful situation that you had to face in the past. And what you're doing now is you're getting balance and you're healing from that situation. So maybe in the past you had a lot of financial success, very independent. You went through a bit of a challenge and a struggle, and then now you're trying to get your footing back after being faced either with a financial lack, loss of a job, or something else. So that said, you move into the next energy, which is what's at the core of your reading. And you have the Devil, which is your card, and you have Death in the reverse. It's almost like you don't want something to die, or someone doesn't want something to die. They are obsessively thinking about preventing something from ending. And in this particular case, I'm not sure if it applies to you or to someone else, like a devil outside of you, or a Capricorn outside of you. This could be about an aspect of your life, a bad habit, something that you focus a bit too much on. You may be struggling to let those issues go, and you may be struggling to free yourself from the black box of Saturn, which is what the devil actually, insinuates in their card. As you can see here in this devil, it's known as the cyborg, and what we see here, it's pulling off its mask, and you can see it crying underneath because it's tortured, it's bound to this role it has to play, of this kind of like, it's this nefarious role that's got, where this woman is bound and tied up, I guess in the distance. I'm not exactly sure what they're getting into. Maybe that's their kind of thing, maybe it's kind of kink, but in reality, this is all about being loosely bound to this cyborg, to this, devil, and finding a way to slip out of those chains, because people can kind of tend to want to be in those energies. And, with this, I'm not saying we're getting like a 50 Shades of Grey kind of scenario, but I'm getting strong BDSM vibes from all of this, and I'm not sure exactly what they're leading themselves to, but that's the energy that I'm getting from here. In your specific reading, your specific case, it's about learning how to let go of what's been taking place in the past, whether those are bad habits, negative emotions, things of that nature, cutting them out, and then finally moving forward. And the reason why I say cutting them out is because you have, as your conscious energy, you have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. It can be about learning something new that, puts a new perspective on things, but mostly it's the sword that's used to cut things out of your life, whether those are people, places, things, bad habits, negative beliefs, self-imposed restrictions and so on. And you get another ace. So I pulled another ace, and this is the Ace of Wands, which is all about a new start. Taking the action to do something new with your life, getting the energy, the drive, and the sustenance, so that way you can actually say to yourself, I'm cutting this negative thing out, and then I'm going to move forward with the energy that I've got. So it's a very positive energy, and I think that it's really good for you to look at that as such. So moving into the near future, what we see here is after this disaster, you have kind of a very strong series of cards where whatever it is that you were giving to in the past, or whatever it is that led to this kind of this betrayal, I suppose, you are now forcibly cutting it out and withdrawing all of your energy from it. Lovers in the reverse, which is it's about a conscious decision. So it can be a strong pull towards things. It can be about finding a soulmate, yes, but it's a disconnect or a desire to choose to withdraw from something. And what you're withdrawing from is the Six of Pentacles, which is giving and taking from something, and the Eight of Pentacles, both in the reverse. So with that energy, it's like you're no longer giving to something and you're no longer working on something. You're choosing to just kind of say, you know what, fuck it, I need my time to myself. I don't want to put all this energy into this job, this project that I've built, this thing that I've developed, to these relationships I've become engrossed in. I'm going to take a back seat. I'm going to do me. And I think, honestly, that's sometimes the best policy. What you have here as the final oracle card of this reading, you have the Master Key, number 33. As you can see with the number 33, that's a master number. It's a number about growth and expansion. It's also the number of the Empress and all of the threes throughout the deck, which are all about building onto something. What I love about the key is that it can be a key for many things. It can be a skeleton key, which can tell us about being able to unlock new doors, new opportunities for yourself, unlocking the secrets from within yourself, unlocking things that were previously hidden to you. So you see in this card, you see a parting of the sea almost, and it's like this hand is grasping this key. And what that's going to do is to help them to navigate the choppy waters within their life. So I get strong King of Cups vibes from this. The King of Cups almost seems like they've grasped that key, and they've used that to unlock their emotional stability and maturity and all the things that they need to know in order for them to handle and face the difficulties that come ahead. So in your specific case with this Master number 33, and additionally with the key as your oracle message, what I see to you is being able to finally unlock the door that is going to be the next phase of your life. Furthermore, it is about being able to master certain things, certain talents, certain understandings, realizations that previously you did not have access to. So by doing that deep dive within yourself, you'll be able to understand what it is worth investing in, what it is worth feeling abundant about. And in the past, if you felt that you had more success being financially stable, but not having the emotional stability with the water in that key card, maybe it's asking you, and this is just what's coming to mind, maybe to unlock the door to your emotion and your heart, so that way things are a bit more balanced in your life. And so that's the message that I'm getting here. I hope it was of use. Thank you so much. Again, this is Aluminum Tarot. Thank you for spending time with me and watching this reading. If you like what you see here, please be sure to give a like, share, subscribe, ding the notification bell so that you don't miss any updates from future postings. Additionally, if you would like to support me monetarily, feel free to do so at the PayPal link in the description box below, or you can send it to Super Chat. I don't know if those are actually activated for my profile yet. And that is going to be it. Thank you so much. I'm going to wait for this storm, this absolute disgusting slog of a storm to pass. So hopefully tomorrow will be a great day, and I can enjoy some time out in the city. I will see you next time, and thanks so much. Until next time, love and light. Bye now.